Hey y'all, welcome back to the ranch. I'm Jared Paul, and today I've got an unboxing from my buddy Scott Winard at Let's Do Bonsai. The box has something about a jade, so I'm really excited about it. So why don't we get to opening that box? That's what's coming up on today's episode of Jarhead Bonsai. All right, so here we go. My broski Scott Winard, grown by Let's Do Bonsai. And he shipped to me before, and he does awesome things. Contains tiny polycerethine balls. Be careful when opening. I remember last time I made this ginormous mess, so I'll get the bulk of this started, and then I'll grab a little wastebasket. It's a great way to ship them. Oh, see? Okay. All right. Grab this bag here. So the tag says my buddy's from Sheffield in the UK, so it says bonsai jade pot, but who knows? It could just be a jade in a pot. It could be a pot for the jade that he sent me before, which is doing very well. I even have some cuttings off of it. They're doing great. Oh man, Scott, you set me up. Oh man, nice work, my friend. So what he did is he did the butt side up with the label down, so that when I poured it out, it landed right side up, and that was perfect. Get these off of here. Toss this box. Oh, I tossed the box. There might have been a note in there. I'll go back and check. Just cleaning off this jade. Oh man, it's got a nice little amount of growth on it. This is gonna be a nice one. It looks like a Christmas tree. He's got these nice labels here. Let's Do Bonsai. Nice stickers. You see these little white, basically styrofoam. We call them something fancy. Knock these off. Boom, boom, boom. Alright, I'll get you a close up now after I clean it up. Give me a minute. Alright, so I got it all set up here. So, I'll grab my scissors. So, nice little jade from Scott. Thanks, buddy. Really appreciate it, broski. He has this awesome channel called Let's Do Bonsai out of Sheffield, England, and he's just done an amazing job renovating a little area in his yard for a little greenhouse area, and they just have like a really nice setup going over there at Let's Do Bonsai. My buddy Scott and his wife Kay. It's beautiful. So this is the one he sent me now, but honestly, he's such an awesome dude. I sent him one pencil cactus, and now I need to reciprocate because this is his second package to me. He sent me these jades. This one here. There's actually two growing together, so I want it to become a triple trunk or a double trunk, splitting it to three. And this nice little log planter, so that's working. Got a hard pruning and shear, and then this is actually what the hard pruning produced. So this There's two cuttings growing crisscross from each other, a nice little Japanese pot. I got a bonsai garden. So yeah, Scott, you are so awesome and so giving. I appreciate it, my friend. So what I was thinking was, with this new jade that you got me, this is a Japanese cherry tree, and one of my friends got it for Stella as like a birth tree. And so I think what I want to do in its first few years is plant it outdoors, or maybe in a larger pot and get it growing thickly, and then I'll plant it in the bonsai pot that they wanted me to grow it out of. So that one is in pause mode, and I think we're going to pop this jade into this little bonsai pot, because jades, they don't have to be that old or established to look good in a little bonsai pot. So while the majority of my bonsai trees grow in larger pots, because that's what phase I'm in. I'm in like 3 years of growing bonsai, working on my 4th year. I am really just trying to get some trunk size on my trees and get them strong now that I understand the process, rather than taking a baby tree and throwing it into a tiny pot. So yeah, so let's get this jade in this pot. That's what's coming up. Alright, so usually the root base in these jades is not that deep even on established trees, so I'm assuming this is one of his many cuttings. If you haven't checked out Let's Do Bonsai, oh, nice mix though, buddy. Scott has a great channel. He has a lot of starter seed kits. I would check it out. So just like I said, it says succulents. They're going to have a shallow root base. And when you repot them, you want to make sure you don't like plant them too wet. So I don't want to mess with the height on this repot. Normally I would prune down the height, then repot, but since it traveled from England to the United States, I am going to leave it as is. And then probably in like 2 years, no joke, that's when we need to do this. You know what? Actually, I have some wire that came with this pot and this plant. I'm going to use that. Where did I put it? 1 second. Boom. Yes. Okay, so I put this wire away. This came with the pot for the Japanese maple over there, or excuse me, Japanese cherry. However, I'm going to use it for this bad boy. Oh, jeez. And this is why we're wiring it into the pot, because it's very top heavy. But I'm sorry, if something travels from Europe to the US, you should probably disrupt it as little as possible. So that's why I'm not messing with the canopy or the roots. I'm just getting it into some nice soil. I have my perfect bonsai mix over here. That has some lava rock, perlite, pumice. It's just, it's awesome. It's organic medium, is some sphagnum peat moss. Just trying to work this wire into, there's 3 different like hole groups here. Boom, there we go, that's number 2. Hold that down here and I'll hold that tight, and then I'll take the longer part and I'll send it up through the 3rd one. I'll bring that down there. Basically what we're going to do is bring it up and down without wrapping it around the trunk, because, you know, when you can avoid using the trunk as a point to wire. You should, because if you have a lot of trees or you have a busy life and you lose focus, you can get that wire bite in the trunk, and you may never lose it, you know. Okay, got that. Coming down, got that tightened in. Okay. The great thing is this pot has a bunch of little holes at the bottom. It's not just, see, look. It's not just 3 big holes. So you can wire something in like this. And you don't want to stretch it until the point where it's like screaming the life out of the roots, but you do want it to hold the tree in the pot. Wow. This little guy is being difficult. There we go. You. Boom, boom. Okay. Alright, so last one coming in. From this side. Go up and over with this one. I'm going to go over. I'm going to bring them in, and I'll tie them off on the bottom. It's still slightly wobbly, but you got to remember that I do not have the top layer of soil in yet. This is literally just like the tree and a small root base, so that's why it's so wobbly. Alright, y'all, so that's going to do it for today's episode of Jarhead Bonsai. Thank you, my broski Scott out at Let's Do Bonsai. I hope that y'all check out his channel. I will put the link in my description. An awesome jade gift and a nice surprise. Thank you, my friend. And anyways, hope y'all are doing well out there. From my family to yours, cheers, and I hope you enjoyed this video and enjoy more to come. Take care, y'all.